Naomi Vance stepped out of her downtown Atlanta high-rise law firm as applause echoed behind her. She had just won another major corporate case, a year-end bonus, a promotion, prestige. Everything was within her reach, but peace was missing. Her smile was only a mask. Inside, unease twisted in her chest. Her thoughts kept circling back to one person, Julian Vance, her husband. Julian used to be caring, charming, always present. But over the past few months, he had changed completely. That evening, Naomi arrived home earlier than usual. Their elegant brownstone in Buckhead was quiet. The living room lights were on. Julian's coat lay draped over the sofa. A half-empty glass of whiskey sat on the table. "Julian," she called. The refrigerator door closed in the kitchen. Julian appeared impeccable as always, but there was something in his smile, something that made Naomi's stomach tighten. Dinner was uncomfortable. Julian barely spoke. Naomi studied his face, searching for cracks, for lies. Later that night, after Julian went to bed, Naomi sat on the couch with her laptop pretending to work. Her eyes drifted to Julian's phone. She knew the passcode. One message made her breath stop. "Everything is set for tomorrow. No room for mistakes." The contact name was saved as PA. Naomi didn't sleep that night. The next day, at a dinner party, Julian seemed perfectly normal, laughing, joking, charming everyone. But Naomi noticed something chilling. He never looked her in the eyes. In the parking lot, she saw Julian accept an envelope from another man. That was when fear turned into certainty. Naomi hired a private investigator, Darius Stone. Days later, the report shattered her world. Julian was meeting with Duke Miller, a known criminal linked to kidnappings and murders. And then came the most terrifying detail. In a recorded conversation, Julian said, "Just a little longer. She doesn't suspect a thing." Naomi felt her blood run cold. She went straight to the police. Detective Marcus Jones took over the case. A plan was set in motion. Stage Naomi's fatal car accident. Record Julian's reaction that night on a deserted road. The accident scene was created. Naomi lay on the ground, covered in fake blood, completely still. Julian arrived, and what he said became undeniable proof. "Looks like I didn't even have to do anything." He pulled out his phone. "It's done." That was enough. The police moved in and arrested Julian on the spot. Naomi stood up alive. Julian stared at her in shock. But the story didn't end there. That same night, a voicemail came in from Duke. "You think this is over? This is only the beginning." Julian was in jail, but Naomi still wasn't safe. Police reviewed the recordings and discovered the truth. Duke and his criminal network were planning to eliminate Naomi before she could testify. A warehouse raid followed. Gunfire erupted. Duke was arrested. But the biggest shock was still to come. During the investigation, police uncovered a new name, Clayton Albright, a powerful businessman, deep political connections, Naomi's stepfather. Naomi felt her ears ring as the realization hit her. Then another call was intercepted. Albright's voice was unmistakable. "Naomi knows too much." And then another voice. Her mother, "Adrienne, I told you we should have taken care of her earlier." Naomi broke. Her own mother was part of the conspiracies. Another raid followed. Both Albright and Adrienne were arrested. Inside a prison visitation room, Naomi asked her mother just one question. Why? The answer was cold and simple. "You became a problem." The trial became national news. The sentences were handed down. Julian 20 years, Duke 25 years, Clayton Albright 30 years, Adrienne 10 years. Everything was finally over. But for Naomi, a new life was just beginning. She left the legal world behind and founded an organization dedicated to helping people who had survived betrayal and abuse. One day, she received a letter from prison from her mother. "Don't forgive men, just live your life." Naomi folded the letter and put it away. Tears fell, but there was no hatred left. Standing by the window, staring at the glass-covered city skyline, she thought, "I survived my own death, and in doing so, I finally won my life."